loves Ryu, and that's fine because he plays Ryu in Street Fighter, for example, as well, and has a sick Ryu in Street Fighter as well. Except for when people consistently try to grab him and then all things go loose.
Noted.
But up against him will be Burr, who does not rely on the grabs too often, even though that Inkling has a pretty good grab follow-up game.
He does get a good solid grabs. In fact, we will probably see it be very prominent in this matchup where Ryu is a character with a gigantic Booyah range. Something like 119 to 147.
Those hefty, like, mid-fast falls, but really, really heavy characters really kind of suffer from that.
Not only that, but Ryu has Garbo aerial drift.
That too.
And the Booyah beats focus, so like there's nothing this boy can do once he hits that out. Hundo 20.
Yeah. I'm sure that Burr has a lot of Shoto matchup experience, you know, being, honorary HMO himself. Does also play against a lot of N, who is a very good Shoto, but does not quite deal with what Ryu can do particularly.
Right. Being able to cancel out a jab 2 now instead of just jab 1. I say now, it's been a thing since Ultimate's dropped, but that's really awesome for Ryu.
The special cancel's so sick.
He was able to get that first stock because, of course, the good thing about Ryu in this matchup against Inkling is character's so light, you're going to get some really early kills.
Yeah, I mean, Inkling doesn't seem like they're like the lightest character in the game. McBenedict baited that roll. That was so nice by him. If you see the focus there at the ledge, you just wait for him to finish, and then you can pop right off and hit him with an aerial.
The thing about that
no
is
need for you to overextend.
He doesn't have to commit to anything crazy. He can just dash out.
It's true. All right, McBenedict once again trying to find focus. That was his thing back in Smash 4, is that he would use focus a whole lot.
I guess he'd been hit enough that he was actually out of Booyah range now, where up throw is not going to combo.
Yeah, no,
so
I mean,
he
hit a lot.
To forward throw. He barely was out of range, too.
Wow, McBenedict looking solid right now.
Nice, double up tilt into the hard jab. McBee not happy about him letting that cross-up bear happen.
Oftentimes when you play Shotos, you're not quite as receptive to those cross-ups because if they're on the ground, you don't really worry about it that much. You just mash that down tilt or that jab, and then all of a sudden you've got a very quick option that just kind of stops all of the action from happening. I love what Burr does right there. He's trying to see if McBenedict is buffering an option out of there, and then he can still hit him with the ink afterwards.
That's, didn't get the jab.
Jab.
Tatsu kills? That's crazy. That's a much easier input to do than the Shoryu there as well.
Funny confirm, and McBenedict has been doing a lot of that today, actually, that jab into Tatsu. The special cancel's so good for Ryu, especially because his just by default hits so hard.
I mean, think about that jab into Tatsu is... It's just so strong. It's not like a Ken Tatsu where you get locked into a mix-up afterwards. It just sends pretty much straight up. You can DI it away, but it looked like Burr was DIing in for that.
And that wasn't really a situation where I don't think DI would save you at that percent. Like, that does a lot of knockback.
It was strong.
Now FD, going to give McBenedict a whole lot less opportunities to capitalize on, combo extensions, stuff like that.
What's weird, this is traditionally some of the Shoto's favorite stage. At least Ryu players in 4, they loved FD.
And a lot of anti-airs for Ryu, and so FD would let you stop anybody from crossing you up in the air as easily or landing on you with those aerials. And honestly, it's more that grounded game that you're concerned about. Now, of course, this is a really good Inkling stage, but you do have to consider what Ryu's getting off of it as well and how that interacts with what Inkling gets off FD.
I mean, the space of the stage is good, but I would have expected a different counterpick out of Burr.
Yeah. I would have liked just a horizontally minded stage that's not taking away your ability to hop over the Ryu and to kind of escape from him when you're in these tough situations. But right now, not the concern, just a little bit too much rage.
Yeah, he thought with that rage that maybe he would get, this should do it. Whoa.
No, he's still out of percents, but
I like that. He should be out of percents. I mean, I guess the rage is that crazy.
With the rage. And McBee is probably also DIing up just to give it that extra little bit of difficulty.
It shouldn't matter with the Booyah range.
Right. Oh, Burr. Committed a little bit too much to that. That seems like a really difficult one of those moves that it's just like you want to get out of it and then you try to press up B and it goes right back to the splatter shot for some reason. It just seems like it's one of those moves that does that to you. Ooh,
that's the spot dodge.
So much ink. He needs to go back to art school right now, and Burr looking to send him there, but without any rage. Not going to be killing at that percent.
That's
so
fair.
much action.
Looked like it caught him dashing out of focus, or maybe just did so much damage with all the ink on him that he beat it clean.
It's possible. Oh my goodness, Burr's still alive.
Really good. Had to have been good LSI at that point.
Yeah, no. Ryu down air being one of the most famous LSI-able moves. Or at least the ones where it'll help it the most. Burr not quite going to be able to get that connecting hit for that up smash, and now that's a commit too. Because again, crossing up Ryu, not really so much of a concern if you're playing the Shoto.
Back air is going to cleanly take that stock. McBee sitting at 108, but this is a familiar territory for a Shoto.
You go back to Smash 4, you're like, this is where I'm most comfortable. I do my best work here at 121%, but that is well within Booyah range. It's 1-1.
No rage at that percent means should be free.
Yeah. Not much reason that you wouldn't find it at that percent. I know that, like you said, window's pretty dang big on Ryu. It's just Burr had a lot of problems with having a lot of percent on him himself, and so he wasn't able to find those confirms.
I didn't expect the rage to affect it that much, that even at the lower ends of the ranges, he wasn't going to get the combo at 100% for him.
I guess it just scales a lot with rage, that up throw.
Yeah, it must. Because, I mean, rage is a lot less potent in this game than it's ever been.
But it's still
wide
present.
as 119 to 147. I would have expected that, like, at the bottom end of the range, you still connect. I don't know.
Evidently not.
Yeah, it would appear that that's clearly not the case, so we're not going to be able to rely on up throw as much.
But when you're at those, 0% for Burr, if he's on that fresh stock, that's going to be easy. And that's why being in that lead in the game is going to be so important. Because, yes, you can even it up if you get hit off of your stock, you go down to 0, and then you can find that kill confirm. But if you take that lead, you have that fallback to where, okay, if I lose this stock, I have a kill confirm in my back pocket.
McBee got 2 hits, and he took 70, gave 70% for it.
Classic Shoto. And especially Ryu.
Now, this is 4 hits equals a kill.
Yes. At least 4 wins in neutral. Incineroar is the literal 4 hits.
No.
He just cocked back and waited for him to approach.
Ooh, boy. Down air didn't get him anything big.
Yeah, I think McBee was a little bit disappointed that he didn't get the follow-up that he wanted to. Afterwards, that Barry will give Burr at least a little bit of a setup for a juggle, which can be difficult for a Shoto, especially, focus attack is not going to be as effective because that up air is multi-hit, and that is not quite enough.
Good DI. The very edge of the range on this stage, I guess, not quite going to do it. Need a little bit more pummel damage.
All right, I like that by McBee, to run into center stage, take it, and then just let Burr do the talking afterwards. And he says, all right, you used a move, now it's my turn, and almost got the kill afterwards with that full crumple.
Toss the auto to get
love
rid.
that. Yeah, you were calling it out, that Hadouken to just get rid of the splat bomb. It bought him a lot of extra ways to come back to the stage, but Burr called out the one that he chose. Now he's calling out this DI too as he gets him up into the air. Just straight up.
And now he's got to deal with this ledge trap again. Great use of the splatter shot. McBee gave him all of the stage and then ran up for the back air. Ryu does kind of need like a landing strip to set up that back air because of how his turnaround mechanic works.
Definitely needs a whole airport for that. Now Burr, though, he's got to find one good confirm. This could be it, but no, good mash by McBenedict. It's going to be one more of those rollers for Burr to find that stock, or perhaps no, Ink taking him out of that Booyah percent.
High recovery to not deal with that same forward air edge guard we saw taking his second stock. Or his first stock, rather.
That is certainly it. Wow,
He's
again,
alive.
good DI.
That's crazy. I guess these ranges are just when it connects and not when it kills.
That could have been another big win there for McBenedict. That could have almost made that all but a guarantee of a win for him. I'm just concerned for Burr right now as he gets this last stock. I mean, you can see how animated he is in the player cam. It just seems like, I don't want to say he's tilted, but it definitely seems like the aggression is fully on for him.
Look at the damage.
Big damage, but you can't let that get to you.
One baby tilt away from losing this game, I think.
Oh my gosh, just caught him jumping in. Wow.
That is some nice.
That's full power McBenedict right there.
That is full power.
That is full power McBenedict. I mean, that's That's the read that he used to strive on all the time in that game, right? The two things he did back in Smash 4 when he was still on PR was he would use a lot of focus attack, he would catch people getting too aggressive, and then he would catch people getting too aggressive when he was already on the ground commanding his zone.